AVC Sports presents high school soccer. Tonight's game is brought to you by patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, and the East Muskingum Levy Campaign.
Ohio for tonight's D2 regional semifinal girls soccer match between John Glenn Little Muskies and the West Holmes Knights.
This is John Valentine along with John Charlton. The Red Knights. I had the Toronto Red Knights the other day. West Holmes just the Knights.
Just the Knights.
There are too many Knights out there.
They're wearing blue and red, though.
See, it looks the same, right? D2 soccer action. How about the regional finals? What a game we had the other day, man. John Glenn and Dover came down to the wire. Double OT at the 7:44 mark. Riley Zemensky finally gets loose and puts one home to be able to advance the Muskies to the regional semifinals. So, you know, look, you get through the districts. This is where Coach wanted them to be, thought they would be, Clay Wilkins. And, you know, when you have the ability of a Riley Zemensky to be able to carry you into the regional semifinals, you feel pretty good about this. She is tied for number 2 in goal scoring in the East District and number 5 overall in the state. But guess what? She's behind
two West Holmes
players that she's going to see tonight.
To me, this is a very interesting game, you know, and as you saw tonight, John Glenn gets a 1-0 win, a defensive struggle, and John Glenn all year, you look at their numbers, they have only given up 15 goals all season long as they compiled a 15-4-1 record. And I think the tie was 0-0 or 1-1. So, you know, they're playing a very good defense, and that's where they really work at that. They had 11 shutouts this year. They've scored 64 goals, which is, you think, okay, that's pretty good, 64 goals, 15 against. West Holmes, 110 goals. You know, they are an offensive juggernaut, and they've had 24 goals against and 8 shutouts. So John Glenn, kind of a defensive team. West Holmes more of an offensive team. And you can see that with their numbers, with Allie McMillan, 39 goals, 15 assists. Charlie Murphy, 39 goals, 8 assists. And you throw in Regioanl with 11 goals, 20 assists. Clearly, they're kind of dubbed as the big three for West Holmes, and they work well together. And they're very offensive-minded in their approach.
Yeah, you're going to see from the West Holmes Knights, they want to get out and get out early. They want to be able to get up and down the field and try to put the pressure on John Glenn and try to get that early lead. Who doesn't, right? Everybody wants to get out to a good start. But West Holmes, man, in their last 4 games, 8 goals, 8-0, 9-0, 9-0, 7-0. They've been on fire.
Yeah, and they beat Zanesville 8-1, I think, in the district final. But they were contained until really the second half. They kind of went on they had a 4 or 5 goal spurt in about 5 minutes where they put a bunch in. And so they can score in spurts, which is dangerous, but they can also have dry spells. And I think part of that is, again, because of their style. They play very aggressively. And their coach even said they're going to bring that back defensive line up, and you'll see they'll probably have 4 girls across the back defensive line, and they'll push that up almost to the midfield mark to try to keep the pressure on John Glenn. John Glenn, on the other hand, they're going to sit back and play defense. That's what they do. They play good, solid defense. They're going to probably, you said tonight that John Glenn was on defense the whole game against Dover. You're going to see that again tonight. John Glenn's going to be playing defense the whole game because West Holmes going to be very aggressive.
Yeah, West Holmes comes in with an 11-game win streak. Game 1 of that winning streak was started against these John Glenn Muskies back in September. West Holmes came away with a 4-1 victory, and they've been on fire ever since that game. So we are here in Coshocton at Stewart Field. We're going to take a break here as the teams get ready to be announced, starting lineups, and the teams and the national anthem. We'll step away, pay some bills. Back with you in a few minutes here, live on YouTube, YRPtv.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for production and maintenance team members at its Zanesville plant and would love to talk to you about your next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted.
I'm not buying till I check on vote.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Hello, Muskie fans. This is Greg Millison, former choir director and local business owner, reaching out on behalf of the East Muskingum Levy campaign. We have 2 operating levies on November 7th ballot, and it's imperative that both levies pass. One is a renewal of the emergency operating levy, originally passed in 1993, and the second operating levy is replacing the expiring bond and maintenance levy. Voting for these levies will not increase your taxes. East Muskingum Schools has a strong legacy of success as our students excel in and out of the classroom. Please help us maintain the current level of programming and staff to meet the needs of our students. On November 7th, your vote for both levies will make a difference. Let's stand together and support to continue providing opportunities for our students as we make an investment in the future. For additional information, visit our website, www.emlevy.com.
Paid for by the East Muskingum Levy Campaign, Lance Bennett, Treasurer. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today 740-305-5121 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
You're watching high school soccer on AVC Sports and YRPtv. For a list of all current and upcoming games, visit yourradioplace.com.
Welcome back to Stewart Field in Coshocton, Ohio. Tonight's D2 regional semifinal action between the John Glenn Little Muskies and the West Holmes Knights. They are going over the starting lineups as we speak. Man, how about a national anthem? You guys couldn't hear that on your end, I'm sure, but wow, that was
Great barbershop
special.
quartet
Sure
there.
was.
Yeah, man.
Man, I was fired up. I thought somebody was actually down there singing, but it was recorded. Anyway, as they're announcing those starting lineups, thought we'd kind of update everybody on the brackets. So when we were here last week, obviously John Glenn beat Dover 1-0 in the district finals. So they were in one district in the East, and West Holmes and Zanesville were in the other East District. The 2 East District winners are playing tonight. That's our game in the regional semis. The other side of the bracket has Fairfield Union playing Marietta. They are also, they're going to actually be playing tomorrow. So the winner of tonight's game will take on the winner of Fairfield Union and Marietta to get to the Final Four. How about that? That'd be pretty sharp, huh?
Close.
Be real nice. So, again, just kind of rehash John Glenn's path to in the tournament. Started out with a 6-0 win against Steubenville, a 5-0 win against Riverview, and then, of course, the 1-0 overtime, double overtime thriller against Dover last week. West Holmes, on the other hand, as you mentioned, coming in with a 17-3 record, winners of 11 in a row, with a 9-0 victory over Indian Creek, a 9-0 victory over Philo, and then a 7-0 victory over Zanesville to get to tonight's regional semifinal matchup. So you kind of went over some of the scoring for West Holmes. Allie McMillan and Charlie Murphy leading the East District. They are tied with goal scoring in the East District, both with 39 goals on the season. That is ranked, they are both ranked number 5 in the state in goal scoring. So
and what a great, what you're going to be happy to have one person who can score that way
Right.
on a soccer. You got two, and
Yeah.
really they have a third one with 11 goals and 20 assists
Yeah.
in Avery Arnold. But they have quite the offensive attack going on, and it's going to definitely challenge John Glenn's defense tonight. And we didn't mention in our previous talking the goaltender for. Goalkeeper for John Glenn is Faith Lemon, and she made a huge save against Dover
my.
to put that game into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, not only did she saved the penalty kick, but then the Dover player had an opportunity to kick it through again while she was on the ground reaching for the ball to try to grab it. So that really saved the game for John Glenn. I mean, there was no doubt. And that was early in the contest, too, I believe, in the first half. That could have changed the entire complexity. Obviously, that wouldn't have went to overtime if that goal goes in. So, yeah, you got to give Faith Lemon a heck of a lot of credit. She's got 56 saves on the season. She's going to have to be on her game tonight. Look, she really was the other night against Dover. She stopped a lot of shots, and she had a great game. She's going to need to step it up again tonight because, as you mentioned earlier, West Holmes comes in with 110 goals on the season with those two at 39. And as you said, Avery Arnold with 11 goals, but with 20 assists. So she's obviously in that forward position up there passing around to those two.
I'm sure they move the ball very well, and that's how you get goals in soccer. As you and I learned coaching, U6 soccer and U8 soccer together, that bumblebee soccer. But if one kid breaks away, they're wide open for a goal, right? So you want to move the ball, and that's what West Holmes is going to do because they got three forwards that can all move the ball well and have good handles and can score.
Yeah, team speed, obviously, at this level, at any level in soccer, is huge. And watching some of West Holmes' game film, they look like they're pretty quick. They can get up and down the field, and they will be able to put the pressure on that John Glenn defense. So that's really what you're looking for tonight is West Holmes' offense against John Glenn's defense. Obviously, John Glenn, we had mentioned Riley Zemensky, number 2 in the East District in goals, number 11 overall in the state of Ohio with 30 goals. Next in line is Becca Spawn, who really spearheaded that offensive attack in the second half against Dover. She came out firing and put the pressure on the Dover defense. She's second in points with 32, 14 goals. So after that, it's pretty even with who's scoring the goals from that standpoint.
Everybody's got a handful at that point.
Right,
yeah.
so really focus on that defensive side. So we're getting ready to get underway here. Enough of us talking. Let's get to some action. Muskies will.
And full disclosure, John Glenn wearing the white uniforms with the very dark maroon numbers, very easy to see, and then you got West Holmes with the blue jerseys with the red numbers that are very hard to see. So we'll do our best, I guess, to get the names right.
In other words, what he's saying is he's pre-apologizing now for the mistakes that we are going to make. So bear with us. And we are underway.
And you can see already that John Glenn's got four back on defense, that back defensive line with 4 players, and West Holmes only 3 back on their defensive line when they started the game. So obviously the West Holmes, again, more offensive-minded.
Yeah, and you see the quickness already from West Holmes all over the ball and after the ball. They are aggressive to try to push that ball forward. And the great thing about video, too, folks, you don't have to hear us giving you play-by-play every single time something's done. You can see for yourself, which is good. Nobody wants to hear us talk that much, right?
That's right.
Good defense there by the Muskies to be able to not give them a good shot on the goal. That stared on the defense trying to get that ball out of there. And as the Dover game goes, Olivia Perrin really was a big part of that defense, and there again she pushes the ball to get it on the offensive end. Zemensky with the ball, back into the middle, gets it over to Cochran. Casey Yogi at the touch line, out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for John Glenn. Charlie Murphy with the ball there, only a freshman. How about that? Leading the team in scores, in goals, I'm sorry, and number 1 in the district as a freshman. Throw in for West Holmes. Was controlled by the Knights. Down the sideline they go. They don't They do have some numbers, but as you mentioned earlier, John Glenn's going to try to get back and play some defense. Good D there by Avery Vasco to be able to stop that pressure towards the goal. Throw in for West Holmes.
And you can see, well, we don't have the wide shot here, but you get that wide shot, you can see that West Holmes only has 3 back on defense here, as they're bringing up, would be 7 up to attack then.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Coach Shyler Snyder really wants to be able to push that pressure early and try to get to an early lead and make John Glenn have to work from behind. McMillan with a shot again.
Lemon with a diving save.
You're going to have Lemon all day long. I think she's going to have a lot of pressure on her tonight. She's going to have to step up for sure.
And these specials here could come into play as well with the corner kicks, and you know, obviously West Holmes got some talent that can handle the ball, so they can put a ball right in front of the net, make a play. Lemon did a nice job that time coming out to block that corner kick, getting it out of there.
A lot of white shirts back here on the defensive end for John Glenn.
And right now with the pressure on, they got, you can see 5 right there in front of the goal box. The nice thing about this, though, potentially for John Glenn is if you do get a long pass and get Zeminski breaks away, the defense is so pinched up. I mean, we got 3 girls back, but they're all inside the 50-yard line right now. So, you know, if they can get a break on it, then it's clear sailing to the goal.
Not only is West Holmes quick, but, man, they are aggressive as well. You see the good ball control there in the middle of the field. Zeminski on some defense, along with Starrett. Arnold tries to get the ball back to the offensive end, but broken up there by the defense. And that will be West Holmes with an opportunity here. Again, as you mentioned, even the goalie's starting to creep up a little bit because she knows that there's going to be some offensive pressure as well. Big kick down the field, controlled by the Knights, gets a shot on the goal. That's Murphy with the shot, but there's Lemon with a great save again. Don't know if she would have got it in that corner. Either way, still a great defensive save there.
Hard
by
kick
Lemon.
right on goal, and they played that really nice, a long pass right down the left seam there, and Murphy able to catch up with that with her speed and make a play.
McMillan with the ball, Zeminski on her.
There's another pass down there, and Barry did a good job of hustling back there to control that. But again, West Holmes showing that speed. They just want to kind of dump it in and run with it. If they can get ahead, try to get those shots on goal.
Yeah, I think team speed certainly is an advantage for the Knights here tonight. Murphy controlling the ball. Nice defense there by Starrett. And that'll be, looks like to be a corner kick for the Knights.
That's a throw in there.
Yep, that's going to be a throw in. We're kind of blocked here a little bit here in the corner. Now we're going to be in the corner. See, I was just foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
I mean.
Reminiscent.
And that'll be Aviana Yoder with the kick towards the goal. She has numbers. A little header there by the Muskies and caught midair there by Faith Lemon. Gets it out to midfield. McMillan tries to get it. Pushed forward there by Spawn. Spawn does have some quickness. You see she's flying everywhere again, as she did the other night against Dover.
And really, Spawn's going to have to kind of be the playmaker. If she can make some nice plays and nice passes into to get it to Zeminski, they can maybe get something going down here.
You see the speed of Casey Ogie to be able to track that ball down. Throw in there by John Glenn. Be nice to be able to keep the ball on this side of the field and try to get some shots here. Again, something that John Glenn really struggled with the other night against Dover. They just basically were on the defensive end most of the night.
Here we go.
And Zeminski has a one-on-one opportunity. Great movement there by Zeminski. But we're going to get an offsides call.
Yeah, Zeminski was behind the last defender for West Holmes when the pass was made. Now, if she breaks when that pass is in the air, but she was behind before that pass was made.
Yep,
so
you can see there from the replay, great ball movement there by Zeminski to get herself a shot, but I think she knew it. Ball up the right side. That'll be out. It'll be a throw in. That'll be Perrin for the Muskies. Trying to find Zeminski. She does. But good defense there by Poventude. First time saying
Poventude.
Brianna Poventude's name, and I got it right. Not that I'm patting myself on the back.
Just breaking your arm doing it.
Perrin again, getting the ball up to midfield to Zeminski. She's got Spawn out in front of her. A little bit too much on it and tracked down by the Knights.
That's a good play, though. I think that's what
Yep.
John Glenn's going to have to do. They're going to have to try to break behind the defensive line there, those three defenders for West Holmes.
Yeah, and again, Zeminski typically has extra bodies
And
on
here's
her,
a
too.
opportunity for her.
Get her body in position. Great defense by Woods to be able to take that away from Zeminski. But the ball is still on the offensive end. If John Glenn can secure this before it crosses midfield, give themselves another opportunity. Great job by Perrin to keep it down here on the offensive end. Roar with the ball. Nice ball movement. Up. A lot of action at the midfield. Big kick down the field. Good job there to get it back by the Knights.
Avery Vasco doing a nice job there defensively.
Now Spawn has an opportunity, gets it up to Zeminski, and that's what we're talking about. Zeminski's going to have extra bodies on her, so somebody else is going to have to find some open spots. Good pass up to Kaiser.
That's the right idea for John Glenn. You get that play, you get a breakaway and get the ball ahead to a speedy player up there.
Huey tries to keep the ball on the offensive end for the Muskies. And look at the speed by Murphy, just a freshman, but man, she can control the ball and she's got quickness and good court awareness here too, field awareness. Troyer with the ball, two Muskies on her, tries to get it back out to Murphy. Out towards midfield, Zeminski with an opportunity to push the ball, but she's got 5 defenders in front of her. Going to be tough to be able to break through. Yeah, it's going to be John Glenn ball for a throw, and it was not. You could see from the video how close she was letting the ball roll to get out of bounds. She picked it up before it went out.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be a John Glenn opportunity. A good opportunity to get their offense down on the offensive end and set up a play here.
So get a
Kira
free kick
Kaiser.
from over there from the sideline.
Yep, Kira Kaiser. It would have been a handball since she picked it up. Kaiser into the middle, controlled by Spawn. Back to Kaiser. Tries it again. That is out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for the Knights. 29-minute mark here in the first half of tonight's D2 regional semifinals. A little chilly here in the press box tonight, John. Got the parka on, drinking some hot chocolate. Might have to bust the gloves out here soon.
I think it's around 44 degrees here, which is a chillier than most soccer games are played in Ohio. But I'm sure the players don't mind.
No, they're moving around. They're okay. Good ball movement here by the Knights to be able to push it up, looking for a shot. She can't quite get it there because great defense by the Muskies to be able to slow her down on the defensive end. Avery Vasco with a huge save there for the little Muskies not to let them get in position to take a kick at the goal. Sliding save by Lemon.
I think that might be the key for the Muskie defense is that bend but don't break. Let them come in and then, hope to get that counter, moving up the field the other direction and catch them kind of off guard. Although, didn't work this time.
No, but you're right. When you have another team that's so aggressive and can score in bunches like the Knights, you got to be able to keep that defense together and keep the shots at a minimum. Avery Arnold with the ball. Zemensky on the defensive end on her. Gets it up towards the goal, but Lemon there, no problem. Scoops it up. Looks for an opening. And she gets it to midfield. Knocked down there by Estelle Matheny.
Ooh,
Some contact there.
that's got to hurt.
Yeah, that's not going to feel good tomorrow for Matheny. That'll be a throw in for the Knights. No substitutions yet. Did I miss any?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. West Holmes again with the throw in. Yoder looks for an opening. Can't find one. Vasco. Oh, I'm sorry. Matheny tries to push the action. Big kick down the field. Lemon's
Look at
going
that
to come up.
speed.
Look at this kick. If they could get on the offensive end here with Zemensky. And Sowers tries to help her out, but they just can't get to it.
And that's the kind of counter you need, a nice
Right.
aggressive play by your keeper to come out and attack that, especially when West Holmes was breaking away for what looked like maybe an easy goal.
Yeah, could have been really easy there. McMillan with the ball. She handles the ball well. Lemon with the diving save. That looked like it would have been a shot for McMillan, so that will be a save there for Lemon. Ball out towards midfield. Again, controlled by the Knights. Poventude over across the field, but in the waiting arms of Kaiser. Ogie over to the middle of the field. Blocked there by Vasco. Good ball movement by Lakin Cochran. Zemensky now to the middle of the field. Tries to dribble past, but she has it taken away by Arnold. Quick feet by Arnold to get it about down the field. Ethan Murphy tries to fight for the ball. Great job and good job defensively and preparing to get that ball out of there too to stop the charge.
It's one advantage that Vasco has over Murphy is that she's a little bigger. She can kind of push her around a little bit, push her off the ball. She did that well in that attack.
Sure did. Ball controlled by Poventude. To the near side, over to Yoder. So Starrett and Yoder in a little bit of a battle. That'll be thrown in by Yoder over to Murphy. To McMillan. Big shot with the left foot, but wide to the left. 24-minute mark here, no score from Coshocton. Lemon looking for an opening. She will kick it up the left side. Not controlled by the Knights, but looks like she's going to try to track it down, and she does. Poventude with the ball, knocked away by Starrett. Sowers comes up to pressure, tries to sneak one past her there, almost got it. Ogie up to McMillan. It looks like McMillan's stronger with that left side. A breakaway here by Murphy. Will she get an opportunity? Perrin tries to play some defense on her, and she does. She takes it away from Murphy. Great job. Perrin last week, Olivia Perrin against the Tornadoes was money on defense.
And also with the assist on the game-winning goal.
Zeminski hustles down, tracks the ball down, dribbles away from Oventude, tries to get a shot on the goal, wide to the right.
It looks like John Glenn moving Zeminski around. She's attacked from the left side, she's attacked from the right side, so it looks like she's trying to keep her free from double or triple teams.
Yeah, need to do something because that Dover just keyed on her all night, and she felt the pressure for sure. Didn't get a lot of opportunities. Ball controlled, middle of the field here by the Muskies. Sowers with the ball, with Ogie on her. Matheny gets it down to Sowers. Can she save it? No. Out of bounds.
Try a little give and go there to
A little bit.
Matheny and Sowers, and then unable to execute that.
Be good to get a couple opportunities down there to see if the goalkeeper from for West Holmes, Brianna Parks, her 75 saves on the season, see if she can get a few more tonight. Get some kicks on that goal. West Holmes throw in here from near the press box. Good crowd here on tonight. Nice chilly night on a Tuesday. Golf league ended last week, John, so I have the night off.
You got lucky, man.
I did get lucky, man. Can you imagine golfing tonight? No, thank you.
It'd be a little chilly.
A little bit.
You wouldn't want to be fat or anything.
I'd have a good excuse for shooting a 50.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I said you wouldn't want to be fat with your clubs that are chunky with them and really sting your hands. Not that you ever miss-hit a ball.
Oh, no, no, no. John Glenn with an opportunity here. Up ahead to Zeminski.
She's got a
She's
chance.
going to get an opportunity to shoot, and she does off the noggin of Parks. But she comes after it, little pushing and shoving. Oventude, probably a good no call. But it will be a throw in for the Little Muskies. Again, get some shots on Parks. Let her know that you're going to have to work hard tonight to be able to slow us down.
That was a nice breakaway again
Sure
with John
was.
Glenn. If they can continue to do that, get those breakaways, they're going to eventually put one in the net.
Okay, it's team speed here. Oh boy, Lemon's coming all the way out from the goal, all the way out to the 25-yard line. Whew. She was hustling. She was sweating the whole time she was hustling. Please get there, please get there. Arnold controls the ball in the middle, up to Murphy. Down to the corner, defended there well by Kaiser. Over the fence into the softball field.
A nice defensive play that time to kick it out of bounds and not let it go out on the end line and give them to avoid giving the corner kick. Force West Holmes to throw it in.
Throw into Murphy from the corner. She's defended there by Matheny. Good ball movement for a freshman. But that'll be out, and it'll be
Free kick.
a free kick here from Lemon. 19:30 on the clock here in the first half. Left footer out to the right side. A little bit of contact there. A little bit too much contact there, and the official says that West Holmes is going to get a free kick here. Up towards the goal, one hopper to Lemon. She steps up again to save that ball from going into goal. She gets it up to Zeminski, middle of the field. She's got Sowers up in front of her. Nice pass over, but just too far ahead of Matheny, but Matheny recovers, gets another opportunity. Zeminski one-on-one, and she gets a shot this time. And that one is not coming back.
That's
that
a great play. Then
counts.
again, John Glenn countered the rush by West Holmes, moved up the field very well, and then a nice play to Zeminski. And I'm trying to think who made that pass up to her. Led her nicely, and she was able to get it right past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and Zeminski's strong foot for that goal on the left side. She can score with both feet And she definitely took advantage there. Nice ball movement. Great job by the Muskies to be able to forward that up and give her an opportunity. At the 18-minute mark, John Glenn takes a 1-0 lead. .18:38 goes back on the clock. The official let us know you got to stop the clock on my signal.
18:38 is where they scored the goal at. Then I'm
There
taking
you go.
it.
Yes, he blew her. He blew her dead once that goal went in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely the start that you're looking for if you're John Glenn.
Yeah,
Take an early lead
absolutely.
and to
Take the-
play the defense that they've played so far.
Right, take the lead, and hey, give a lot of credit to Lemon. She's doing very aggressive with coming out and stopping those rushes by West Holmes, and again, John Glenn able to counter those, and Zeminski putting it through.
Zeminski with her 31st goal on the season. Ball up the sideline, controlled by Sowers. Murphy off her foot. It'll stay John Glenn ball. Sowers gets it into the middle of the field. Little header there by the Knights. Big kick by the Knights over to Perrin. She heads it back towards the middle of the field. And there's a push by the Knights. That'll be John Glenn ball. And it'll be a free kick here by Perrin, trying to find the right personnel. She decides to go ahead and kick her over to Vasco, who gets it to the middle, to Matheny. Back over towards Vasco. She controls it herself. Matheny does to Perrin, to the middle. To Cochran. Up
Nice
the
pass.
sideline. Kaiser with the ball up the sideline. Good block there by the Knights to stop the threat. She gets it up the field, up the sideline. It's Murphy with the ball. Defended by Grace Fields. And Fields controls it. Kaiser tries to track it down. Unsuccessful, though. That'll be West Holmes ball.
Another good defensive play by the Muskies.
No doubt.
It seems like the goal kind of a little adrenaline rush for John Glenn, a little quicker out there in that next possession.
It's funny how that works, huh?
Yeah, how about
Something
that?
good goes your way, you get excited.
You excited to play a little better.
That's right. Good things happen when you get excited. And you kind of see a little bit of the pressure on the West Holmes side.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think
A little scattered this last couple of minutes after the goal.
one thing we know about West Holmes, they like to score a lot. They like to be on the offensive end, and and I think they had the rough time the first few minutes against Zanesville in their district final, and they really wanted to get out quicker than what they have tonight. So kudos to John Glenn for keeping them from doing that.
Kaiser with the throw in for John Glenn. They have numbers, but we've got a whistle. I didn't see the call, but it is against John Glenn.
And the John Glenn fans not happy about it. So
Funny how that works. Usually fans are not happy when a call goes against them. Doesn't matter the sport, John. West Holmes controls the ball here. Big kick up to the middle. McMillan controls it, defended by Matheny. Gets around her, moving the ball, a lot of pushing and shoving. Grace Fields continues to play good defense tonight for the Muskies.
John Glenn doing a good job. Looks like they're marking each of those really fast offensive players, McMillan and Murphy for sure. And then they have a kind of a line of 4 or 5 other defenders back behind them. So really just keeping West Holmes from making any kind of a move towards the goal.
Now this might be a play set up here for West Holmes, an opportunity to get a shot off. They've got numbers. There's McMillan. Controls the ball, defended by Zeminski. Now on her is Matheny. Back to the middle. Here's Sowers, takes the ball away. No help, though. Up by Oventude towards the goal. But Faith Lemon is there for the scoop. Kicks it out towards midfield. A missed header there by McMillan. Ball goes over top of her.
I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do in soccer is to head the ball where you want it to go. I mean, it's easy to do when there's no one else pushing against you, right? You just do throw it up and bounce it off your head a couple times in a row. But when you're actually trying to do it off a long kick, when 2 other girls are jumping beside you, it's a different story.
It'll be John Glenn throw in. Barry with the throw. Little confusion of who the ball was out on. They give it to John Glenn. Across the field to Oventude. She looks for an opening, tries to get it up the field, defended by Zemensky. And that'll be a Muskie throw in, trying to go quickly and get it up the field. She does. Just off the foot of Sterrett. Oventude looks for the throw in. Good defense here by the Muskies. As we said, they're going to have to play good defense tonight. Up the field to Murphy. One-on-one opportunity. She dribbles, tries to get around Vasco. She does to the corner. Perrin there as well. Opportunity here. Knocked away by Fields. But still controlled by the Knights. Arnold to the middle. Muskies need to get this ball up towards midfield before they get set up for a play, and this might be it. Long kick there by Arnold. Out of position. Good job by Kaiser to get the ball out of that corner and then up the field. Now Matheny. Nice dribble around the defense, and there's going to be a whistle. It looked like a pretty good tackle there.
Yeah, she got pushed pretty hard.
Sure did, but
going to come up with some rug burns on this
there
turf
will
today.
They'll be taking care of those tonight, that's for sure. Barry with the kick. A free kick up to the middle, but defended there by West Holmes. Troyer with the ball, gets it up, but there's Perrin again to keep the ball on the other side of the field. Good job. It'll be West Holmes throw in. She gets to Arnold, but for whatever reason,
I think she had a missed throw. You have to have both feet on the ground when you
throw
it in.
Yeah, it had to be something on the throw. Perrin throws it in for the Muskies. Keeps it up. Yoder with the ball. Again, John Glenn throw in. Perrin tries to get it up to the corner. Unsuccessful. McMillan with the ball. Over to Ogie, up the middle. There's Perrin again to stop the charge. Woods, Zemensky on her. Ogie across the field. Big kick towards the goal. McMillan controls it, defended by Grace Fields. Little pushing and shoving. Doesn't hurt anybody. Nice movement there by Matheny to find an opening. Trying to be tracked down by Spawn. Can she get to it? Not quite.
That was just, I mean, that was better to clear it than anything else.
Sure, yeah.
Just get it out of there and get a little rest here. The defense is doing a great job. They're running 5 girls back across that back line and then marking in front of that. But they don't have anyone up on offense waiting. They're all back playing defense.
Trying to catch their breath a little bit. Here we've got an opportunity with Sterrett and Zemensky and Spawn in the middle as well. Get a little spacing here. Spawn looked like she just out of gas. Can't quite chase it down.
Sterrett led her, but maybe not quite enough.
And here
West
comes
Holmes
the
defender
sub.
got in there. So.
I would guess she's coming in for Spawn because she looks a little gassed. And it is. And here's the replay there. Again, Sterrett was trying to get it to Spawn, just not quite in the position they needed it. 9:30 mark here in the first half. John Glenn with a 1-0 lead. They do have the ball on the offensive end. It'll be a throw in for John Glenn. That'll be Perrin. Up towards Starrett, controlled by Poventude for the Knights. Looks like the ball was out. That'll be John Glenn throw in again. Here's an opportunity. Ball in the middle of the field. Big kick to stop the threat by the Knights. Controlled there by Arnold. Arnold up. You see the speed there of West Holmes tracking that ball down, and then with the great ball movement to find an opening up. Charlie Murphy with a shot on the goal.
Wide right.
Just wide right. You see the freshman. She's got some quicks, man, and she can control that ball really well.
They did a nice job that time. You see the replay here. Nice feed from the left wing into the center. She gets by the defender and puts that shot just a little bit wide right. Boy, if that's on target, she probably gets into the corner of the goal there.
Yeah, that was a slick move there by the freshman. Poventude gets the ball over to Yoder. Yoder to Murphy. To the middle. Arnold with another shot. She's got an opportunity, and it goes just outside the goal.
I think she had that covered. I think she'd have had, Faith would have been able to save that. But no, it was a good shot on goal there.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tell you, and John Glenn, they're getting a little relaxed back here. They got to get this ball cleared out and then stop those rushes by West Holmes. As we talked about, West Holmes can score in spurts.
McMillan up to Murphy again, trying to keep that pressure on Lemon. Perrin with the defense on her. There's another shot saved by Lemon. Boy, they're getting a lot of shots here in the last minute or so. Ball from Lemon up to Matheny, stolen again by McMillan. A little push there on Vasco, no call. Starrett with the steal. Got to get it out of there and get it up on the offensive end. Sowers tried to get it to Zemensky, just out of the reach. Good defense. Ball again down the field, but that'll be controlled by John Glenn. A lot of action the last couple minutes. 6:30 left here in the first half. Perrin with the throw. Gets it, tries to get it to Sowers. Kicked by Poventude. Up to try to keep the pressure on. Murphy controls the ball. Nice defense to try to stop the threat. That's by Fields. Fields again against McMillan. Up the corner. Defended by Kaiser. Murphy can't get a shot. Barry will get the ball out of there, but it will be West Holmes throw-in deep in John Glenn's territory. McMillan can't control it. That's taken away from Fields, who had a great game against Dover on the defensive end last week in the district final game. Castor controls the ball. Up to Murphy. Murphy up. Back to Castor. But Kaiser's there to defend it along with Barry. Castor says, thank you very much. Kick it right out in front of me. I don't even have to run after it.
I think this is where John Glenn gets in trouble, when West Holmes has possession of the ball deep in their territory with several players. They've been able to get shots on goal. When they've had to kick it in and try to get a breakaway, John Glenn's been able to stop those with Lemon being aggressive in the goal.
A lot of action down there. West Holmes fans not happy with the contact there on the freshman, Charlie Murphy. But
the thought that comes to my mind is that, is the old saying, right, used to use in football all the time, which is speed gets tired, size doesn't shrink. And John Glenn has some size back there, and they've been able to be physical with the smaller, quicker offensive players for West Holmes.
And that's why he gets paid the big bucks, folks. References both footballs in one sentence.
One sentence. How about that?
Poventude in the middle of the field. Up to Yoder, defended by Sterrett. Over towards the middle, and that'll be a whistle for sure. That's Matheny, a little bit too much contact there on McMillan. Ball's in, trying to catch him off guard, but not enough behind it. That'll be Lemon, pick it up. 4-minute mark. To the middle of the field. Matheny controls up, tries to get it to Sterrett, chase for the ball, and that'll be out to West Holmes. Matheny, a little header to the middle.
This did a good job of disrupting that inbound play.
Kaiser having a really good game so far on the defensive end for the Muskies.
And you can see how West Holmes wants to just kind of pass and move and pass and move, and almost like they're running a fast break in basketball, and they do a good job of that. But John Glenn has also been very good at disrupting that this game so far.
Zemensky passes up to Sterrett. Good pass. Control it here. Don't let Poventude get it. But, boy, she's quick on the defensive end. Steals it from Sterrett, but it's out of bounds on her. That'll be a throw-in for the Muskies. There's your opportunity right here to put some more pressure on them. Get it to the middle of the field and give Zemensky another opportunity. Throw comes in, but cleared by the Knights. Pushed back by Fields. Poventude now with Sterrett on her. Somehow goes between Sterrett's legs, but then yet they still gave it to the Knights.
Yeah, and you can tell Perrin didn't agree with the call because she took it, threw it in.
Yeah, well,
trying to move quickly.
Didn't look like it hit Sterrett to me either, but the official's a little closer than we are. Avery Arnold with the ball, kicks it to the middle. Better get defended by quickly here by Vasco. Murphy, don't give her an opportunity to score. She does get a shot anyway.
Good hustle by John Glenn to get back, and they collapsed on the one. Was that Murphy breaking through there?
Yeah, it was, and Vasco did everything she could to be able to keep Murphy from getting a shot.
The nice thing is that she slowed her up enough that she was able to get some help in there.
Yep. 140, big kick by Lemon to get the ball across midfield. Zemensky a header.
Nice header too. That's a 20-yard header.
It was. Jeez. But nice save there by the West Holmes. McMillan with the ball in the middle. Lefty going up the left side. Good steal by Fields. Get it up. There's Sowers, but just not in position to get it. But Zemensky's going to give her a shot. She's got an opportunity. Here comes the shot on the goal.
Ooh.
Outside. But it looks like we've got a call. Zemensky's going to get called for contact on the West Holmes player. You can see it here on the replay. I don't know about that call. She was going for the ball, and
it looked like she got tripped.
well, yeah, it didn't look like it was forcible contact at all, but just bodies out of position is all that was. Nonetheless, it'll be West Holmes ball inside of a minute to go. Got to play some defense here. Murphy's got a breakaway. She's got an opportunity to score, and Lemon with the save, but the rebound is good at the 29-second mark. Didn't see the number of who it was, but I know.
There's the replay now.
Murphy, here's the replay. Murphy with a great shot and a great save by Lemon, but the rebound, instead of the grab there, looked like Avery Troyer maybe. Couldn't see who exactly it was, or Avery Arnold, I'm sorry, maybe. It was either Troyer or Arnold. I couldn't tell which one it was. Either way, that'll notch her up at 1.
30 seconds left in the first half. It would have been nice if John Glenn could have got out of the half with the 1-0 lead.
Would have been huge.
Got a nice breakaway and able to capitalize on the rebound.
25 seconds here to try to push one in again. Here's Kaiser, gets it up. But Parks will come out to the goal line and pick her up. 10 seconds, inside of 10 seconds. She could have taken her time and Not kicked her in. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, not going to get a shot is John Glenn. And man, with 29 seconds to go in the first half, they finally get a breakaway, and John Glenn just didn't have the defenders back to be able to stop it. We got a 1-1 tie, folks, at the end of one. We're going to step aside for a few minutes and catch our breath. You're watching live D2 regional action on YRPtv. Back in a few moments.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for production and maintenance team members at its Zanesville plant and would love to talk to you about your next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted.
I'm not buying till I check on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Hello, Muskie fans. This is Greg Millison, former choir director and local business owner, reaching out on behalf of the East Muskingum Levy campaign. We have 2 operating levies on November 7th ballot, and it's imperative that both levies pass. One is a renewal of the emergency operating levy, originally passed in 1993, and the second operating levy is replacing the expiring bond and maintenance levy. Voting for these levies will not increase your taxes. East Muskingum Schools has a strong legacy of success as our students excel in and out of the classroom. Please help us maintain the current level of programming and staff to meet the needs of our students. On November 7th, your vote for both levies will make a difference. Let's stand together in support to continue providing opportunities for our students as we make an investment in the future. For additional information, visit our website, www.emlevy.com.
Paid for by the East Muskingum Levy Campaign, Lance Bennett, Treasurer. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Hello, Muskie fans. This is Greg Millison, former choir director and local business owner, reaching out on behalf of the East Muskingum Levy campaign. We have 2 operating levies on November 7th ballot, and it's imperative that both levies pass. One is a renewal of the emergency operating levy, originally passed in 1993, and the second operating levy is replacing the expiring bond and maintenance levy. Voting for these levies will not increase your taxes. East Muskingum Schools has a strong legacy of success as our students excel in and out of the classroom. Please help us maintain the current level of programming and staff to meet the needs of our students. On November 7th, your vote for both levies will make a difference. Let's stand together in support to continue providing opportunities for our students as we make an investment in the future. For additional information, visit our website, www.emlevy.com.
Paid for by the East Muskingum Levy Campaign, Lance Bennett, Treasurer.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
You're watching high school soccer on AVC Sports and YRPtv. For a list of all current and upcoming games, visit yourradioplace.com.
Welcome back to Coshocton. Tonight's D2 regional semifinals. The Muskies just couldn't hang on for 29 more seconds. West Holmes comes up with a big game-tying goal at that 29-second mark right before the first half ended.
Yep, Avery Troyer was able to get the rebound, and I mean Murphy's been making breakaways all game and hasn't been able to connect. Put that one right on goal. Faith Lemon did a great job blocking it, but it gets away from her, and before any of the Muskie defenders could get back to help and clear that ball, Troyer was there to kick it in and get the game-tying goal. And I think a little bit was a little fatigue. You know, get down there at the end of the half, a little tired. You're not maybe hustling back as much as you should be for the Muskies, but at the same time, boy, that Murphy is quick getting down get down the field, and they got 2 or 3 other players that are just as quick as she is getting those breakaways. And I thought John Glenn did a really good job defensively. I think the strength of West Holmes is when they can get inside the 20 line or close to the 18-yard line there, and they're able to move the ball around across the field and then get second shots and get those rebounds and things like that. When for a lot of the first half, they were trying to kick it in from the 40-yard line or whatever and get a breakaway. And John Glenn was able to stop those because they packed so many people back on defense and did a good job. The other thing that works in John Glenn's favor is, as I talked about it a little bit in the first half, was John Glenn is a physical team defensively, and they were able to push the Knights off the ball a couple times when they were making those breakaways and moving into John Glenn territory. They were able to push them off the ball and then clear that ball back the other way. And, of course, offensively, John Glenn making the effort to get the ball to Zeminski, and a couple different times she had breakaways and shots on goals. One just missed, but was able to connect on the one there at the 18:38 in the first half. There, she was able to slip that one by the goalie for the first goal and give John Glenn that early lead.
So just like the first half, really, both teams wanted to come out firing. Both teams want to get out to an early lead and put the pressure on the other team, and that's really. There was no score till that 18-minute mark, as you mentioned. But John Glenn, once they got that first goal, you could see a little bit of worry on the West Holmes players. You could kind of tell that they were a little bit out of sorts, not used to coming from behind.
Well, and used to scoring a lot.
That's
for
correct.
them to only have 1 goal and a half is probably unusual when you're averaging, 110 goals in the season. You're averaging 8-9 goals a game. Yeah. You're not used to not being able to score and even not really get any kind of offensive opportunities because they were really struggling to even get shots on goal.
So John Glenn coming out in the second half, what kind of adjustments do they need to make? Again, we saw defensively really just a couple breakdowns, as you mentioned, inside the 20. But what do they have to do to make sure that they can continue to keep this at a one-score game.
Yeah, I think
give themselves a chance.
I think what they were doing early, and maybe West Holmes made an adjustment too, is again, West Holmes was trying to make those long passes in and get those breakaways. And then West Holmes eventually started to move the ball in a little more controlled. And once they get it inside the 20-yard line here on the football field, they're able to kind of pass it back and forth and get better opportunities to score. And I think that's where John Glenn needs to try to keep them from doing that. Keep them pushed out, push that defensive line out a little bit, and make them make those long passes in where you can rely on Faith Lemon to come out and collect that ball or boot it back down the field as she was able to do early in the game. But I also think John Glenn needs to work on those counters because, they were able to get a couple breakaways early and they scored on that breakaway. That was a counter to a West Holmes charge. They got it out, cleared it out quickly, moved up the field, and got Zeminski on goal. And they need to do more of that to keep those counters going so that they can continue to get shots on goals because they don't have the skill people and the quickness to maybe go in and they're not designed that way. They're designed defensively, but to go in and play a lot of offense inside that 30-yard line.
Second half action getting ready to get underway here from Stewart Field. John Valentine, John Charlton on the call with you tonight, and our programmer, cameraman extraordinaire, Brett Klein. Thank you for bringing us tonight's action on YRPtv Live, folks. YRPtv is your home for local high school sports. Have some local volleyball teams still in action. We'll be covering this week as well. Meadowbrook will be at Logan High School on Thursday for their regional semifinal matchup with Nelsonville York. I believe they're playing, and then you and I will have the call. Shenandoah will be at Pickerington North, I believe, Thursday, 7:30 tip against Highland, the Highland Hawks. So more volleyball action coming up this week. Stay tuned. And, of course, we'd like to cover these Muskies Saturday in the regional finals as well. Second half action here. Again, just as the first half ended, the Knights with the ball on John Glenn's side, trying to pressure.
John Glenn fans get nervous right now.
Murphy with a shot off the top of the crossbar. Don't give up on it here, defense, because they will continue to fire. Murphy not real big in stature, but, man, she's quick, and she's got a strong leg.
John Glenn trying to clear that ball up the middle of the field. And I know when you got a bunch of people in front of the net trying to kick it into the goal, you want to get out there any way you can. But one of the things that I know when you and I, again, coached together a way long time ago in the U8, we taught the kids to clear the ball out to the side like you would in basketball on a fast break. Get it out to the wing guy and get it up. And I think that John Glenn needs to be careful not to leave open shots in the middle of the field.
Lemon will come up and give it a big boot out of the goal towards the middle of the field. Barry tracks it down. She's defended there by McMillan. Murphy controls it over to the middle. Looks like Poventude over there on the right side to the middle of the field. Up to Arnold. Down the corner. Perrin tracks it down, but Lemon will step in and take control of it.
And that's exactly what John Glenn wants to do to West Holmes, make them kick it deep and chase it down, where they can get Lemon to the ball and control it.
Just what you had mentioned. Again, those defenders for West Holmes keeping the pressure up. Arnold controls it here, defended by Zeminski and Sterrett. Down the corner, Perrin and Yoder fight for the ball. Over to Murphy. Nice ball movement there to get around Matheny. She tries to get a shot right to Lemon, however.
And that's what West Holmes wants to do. That time they had 4 players, 5 players down inside going for the goal, and they should try to move it back and forth, but then Murphy got a little greedy and tried to kick it in. I think if you make an extra pass or two, maybe you get a better shot on goal.
McMillan, big kick up to Yoder. A little push on Sterrett. She goes after the ball. It'll be out. Throw in for the Muskies. Perrin will have the throw in. She'll look for Sterrett.
Do you hear those fusel horns? What are those things
I
called?
do hear those. I don't know what the heck those are
I think they were fusel horns. They were real popular in the Olympics a few years ago.
Horns. Isn't that from the Grinch?
Yeah, that's a Dr. Seuss name term for sure.
Is it really? That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Throw this time by Lemon. Out to Zeminski. She's defended there by Yoder.
And 2 other girls.
Yes, as that's commonplace. Tries to get it up the field.
Tried a little give and go there.
Yep.
Zeminski outran it.
Ball up ahead. Arnold controls the ball, kicks it to the middle. Nobody there to help, but boy, Murphy was close. Oh, I'm sorry, not Murphy. That's Poland was close. Troyer was close. I'll get those names right. Just can't see those darn numbers, John.
That's right. They're hard to see.
Muskies with an opportunity on the offensive end. Kaiser with the ball here. Now into the middle. That's Matheny to Zeminski. Matheny has it again. Zeminski looking for Kaiser up the right side. Can't quite get it to her, and that ball's out of bounds, but Muskies will have the throw in. Get your offense set up and get in position here to get a shot, right? Instead, that ball will be kicked away by the Knights. Murphy and Barry fight for the ball. Murphy wins this battle, gets it ahead. Gets it to the middle to Murphy. Don't let Murphy get loose because she's going to get another shot, and here it goes. And it finds the corner. She is quick, and she can move that ball with both feet. Nice, great ball placement to find the corner. Just
Are you looking
off
for
the
a career
fingertips
path
of
with a
Lemon.
growing company?
Here you can see in
AMG
the
Vanadium
replay,
is
she's just so quick to get to the ball. Get in position and let Lemon think that she's going to hit that corner. Instead, she kicks it to the other corner.
And really a nice job. And I don't know if she's left or right-handed or right-footed, but she hit that one with her left foot with a lot of oomph on it right into the goal.
Murphy gives the Knights a 2-1 lead at the 35-minute mark.
And this is where John Glenn needs to be careful to stay in this game because we know West Holmes can score in spurts.
And that's the problem that you run into when the ball's on the defensive end so much against a team that's so aggressive and quick.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get some additional shots, and man, if you let them get loose, they're going to be successful. Got to be able to push the ball on the offensive end and give your team an opportunity to get some shots as well. So Yoder with the throw in for the Knights up to McMillan. She kicks it up to Vasco. Ball's going out in the corner, and it does. So it'll be a throw in there for Yoder. She gets it into the middle. Back to Yoder. And the official says, was it, maybe she was out of bounds?
So throw it in from here. Oh, it's a free kick instead of the, so it must have been a penalty offsides or something, yeah.
So ball in the middle of the field. Again, you see those West Holmes defenders all the way up to the 40-yard line. They're not going to let the ball get on the offensive end for John Glenn. Continue to pressure. This is why they score in spurts, because they're so quick up front, and, man, they just keep pressuring you. There's a fight for the ball. Murphy controls it, defended there by Vasco. There's a shot. No good. Blocked there. Up his fields, but Murphy continuing to fight. Ball's cleared. Forwarded there by Troyer. Good idea there by Vasco to get that ball
get it out of bounds and regroup real quick.
That's right. Let's catch our breath and get it out of here. No rest for the wicked. Zeminski comes up, steals the ball. Good ball movement. 3-on-1. She's trying to get Spawn to get up and get open. Spawn too close to her. Get a little spacing here. Zeminski still with the ball. Little contact, no call. And the ball's out. Looks like they're going to give it to Muskies.
Good run by Zeminski, though. Take the pressure off the defense and move it into the offensive end for John Glenn.
Ball comes in, Spawn. And McMillan fight for the ball. Big kick by McMillan to get it out of there. Look at this. And up to the offensive end. Is that Charlie Murphy trying to chase it down? Lemon will give it a big kick, but that'll be out of play. It'll be a throw in for West Holmes.
Smart move there by John Glenn defender to kick it back to the keeper so that she could control it and kick it out
Right.
before Murphy took it away from her.
Good idea. Yoder with the ball. Vasco defends her, moves around, gets a shot. Good defense by Barry to knock it down and get it out of there up to the middle of the field to Zeminski. Back to Matheny, but Matheny gets it right to McMillan. McMillan takes it up forward, but Lemon is there.
And that was an opportunity for John Glenn to really make a breakaway, and they just didn't do it.
Yep.
They just didn't push the ball.
Didn't seem real aggressive with that. Ball's going to be out. Looks like it went off of a Muskie, so that's going to be. Looks like it should be West Holmes' ball.
They're all running up, so it must be a goal kick.
Nobody knows what's going on. There it is.
It's a goal
I'm
kick.
trying to find the ball. Yes. So I apologize. It would be Muskie's ball here. Would have been why Yoder was trying to track it down and just ran out of steam. So Lemon tries to find an opening. She does. Into the corner. Gets it over to Starrett. Back and try to run it down as Perrin just can't quite get there.
Tried to get some relief to even move it across the field or take it up the field on the other side, and just made a bad pass.
Yeah, causes a little bit of an issue here because that ball stays on the offensive end for West Holmes. Get that ball on the other side of the 50. Lemon gets the ball up to Kaiser, looked like. Yep, Kaiser to the middle. That'll be Matheny. She tries to get it up the field, but off the backside of Cochran. Cochran didn't look too happy about that.
Well, that's just, that's a kind of just a sloppy play on their part.
You got to have some spacing, right?
Yeah, you got to space out.
Yep.
And I think she was trying to move the position, but got caught in the middle of it.
Perrin stops the charge. A little push by the West Holmes player. No call. Charlie Murphy, look out. She's got 3-on-1, but she's going to get a shot. And she does find an opening. Muskies just can't catch up to Charlie Murphy. Her second goal at the 28-minute mark. Sounds like a broken record at this point, but man, she's quick and fearless. Inside 3 different defenders you see here on the replay.
Outruns 2 or 3 of them.
She's got 3 defenders on her.
And I think she does kind of get stopped. Oh, she kind of switched it underneath her legs and then took it. Yeah.
That's a heck of a ball
that's
movement for a freshman.
That's great ball movement.
She felt the defensive pressure. She knew she wasn't going to get a shot off, so she stops on a dime.
Let it go by and then makes the shot. And then at that point, it's too late for Lemon to come out and really confront the play, even though she made an attempt to come out and block it. But, yeah, nice Murphy showing off her skills for sure.
Yeah, you see why she leads the East District in scoring.
So this is not the kind of game the Muskies want to be in. They don't want to be in a scoring shootout type of game. They need to, if they can get a goal here and then kind of settle in on defense, then give themselves a chance to tie it later.
Ball down to the goalkeeper. That'll be Parks. Parks taking a nap back there in the goal. She hasn't had much action here this second half. Again, you see you can't say fatigue. I don't know if it's just the speed of West Holmes, but, man, they're relentless and just not giving up on the ball.
Well, and they're just very aggressive.
Yes.
Very aggressive. They're playing in John Glenn's end of the field, and you know, this is a good example. We have a little bit of a breakaway. We have 2 people on this side of the 50.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they're down, they have 8 people on that side of the 50. They're
Right.
just that much more aggressive. Offensive-minded as opposed to defensive-minded.
Cochran with the ball up the left side. She's defended by Ogie. Up to Zemensky. Zemensky with an opportunity, but Oventude sneaks in and gets the ball away from Zemensky. Up the near side is Troyer. Gets it up to Castor. She's defended by Barry. Fight for the ball is Arnold and Fields. Good job by Barry to try to get the ball out of there. McMillan with a shot on the goal from deep. And Lemon saves it, but there's the rebound. No good.
She did a great job of getting back on that after she knocked
Sure
it down.
did.
There was 2 West Home players there hoping to get that easy rebound goal.
Lemon fearless coming out for that save because she had a lot of pressure coming down on top of her. West Holmes, John Glenn will get the throw in.
Yeah, I think he's calling a foul there for
Oh, is that what it is?
contact.
Okay. Despite the disagreement from the West Holmes fans, here's another opportunity. Here comes the speedster, Murphy, with another opportunity. She's going to try to get the ball past the defender, but she just can't. Better defense there by the Muskies.
She saw that it was going to be across the end line there,
Yes.
off of John Glenn. So she said, "Okay, we'll take the corner kick
Yep,
and see if we can get something set up here." So
Yep. Smart play if you can't get in position. It looks like it'll be Murphy with the corner kick. I believe that's her in the corner. Gets it over to the middle. Good defense there by the Muskies to be able to stop that threat. Zemensky controls it, gets it up the field. She's going to need a little bit of help, trying to use some speed. Controls it, defended there by Oventude.
kind of waiting for some help. Not much there.
Murphy, 2-on-3. Troyer gets a kick. A little out of position, but she does get it up to Lemon, who saves it. Lemon kicks it up to midfield. Arnold controls the ball with Zemensky. Over to McMillan. Nice move by McMillan to get the ball forward. Again, another nice move.
She reversed that very well.
Sure
That was
did.
a pretty play.
And Zemensky trying to do the same here.
And that's just a lot of hours of practice in the backyard to be able to pull that off. You know, just to put your
Right.
foot on top of that ball and pull it back towards you and spin around. That's a good soccer move, but it does take some practice.
Oventude tries to get it up the field. That'll be a throw in for the Muskies. Sowers, a little bit of a header to try to control it. Perrin stops it, but Arnold dribbles past her, tries to get it up to Murphy. She does. Fields, though, is there to stop the threat and picked up by Lemon. Just relentless pressure by the Knights. Again, we mentioned that a couple times. At some point, it's going to happen.
Right. Well, and right now, West Holmes they're controlling the game with their defensive line. Their back 3 or back 4 are just not giving John Glenn a chance to get any breakaways.
And no reason to hurry here if you're West Holmes like they're controlling the ball now.
Yeah, they could actually pass it back farther and then
take
sit
your time,
on it. Yeah.
get the offense, get the personnel that you're looking for. Yoder and Sterrett, another battle. Ooh, no handball? Yes,
Yeah,
it
they
is.
called it.
They
Good
sure
call.
did. And we're a long way away, John, and I could see that
And
one.
she knew it.
Yes. Shot attempt wide left.
Yeah, long shot attempt there from about 35 yards out.
Well, she had the leg to get it there for
It
sure.
had some mustard on it.
She did, just a little off target. Substitution by the Knights. Couldn't see who that was that came in. Actually, it was Kenzie Fair into the game for the Knights. Zemensky with Yoder on the defensive end. Poventude up to Castor. Castor controls it. Over to the middle to Murphy. A little pressure there from Matheny. Pushes Murphy a couple times, and now Vasco's getting into the game. It's a Matheny-Vasco sandwich on Murphy, and they win the battle. Gets the ball up to Sowers. It'll be Muskie ball with the throw in. Tries to put some pressure on. Tries to get it to Sowers, but just not. No extra help up there for Sowers.
They're just not getting enough players up the field to get anything going.
Yeah, probably a little winded at this point. They've been on so much pressure on the defensive end.
Well, that's where they're expending all their energy is keeping the ball out of the goal.
Again, defensive end here. Rohr, the captain for the Knights, controls it. Gets it over to Ogie. To McMillan in the middle. She's got an opportunity here. Kicks it up the seam, but no help there from the Knights. So Lemon will get the ball out towards midfield. Arnold, big kick up to Castor down the sideline. Is she going to be able to get to it? She does. Controls it with Barry on her. Gets it towards the middle. But there's Lemon to be able to save the ball from getting any
did
closer.
Did a good job. Kind of letting Vasco clear it, and then when it got by her, it's like, okay, I got to catch this.
Right. McMillan controls it here. Kicks it back to Poventude. No rush. Get it over to Rohr. Over to Ogie again. No rush. If you're the Knights, take your time. Let the clock tick, tick, tick down. 20 minutes. Gets us. Look at Murphy. Cuts through the crowd. She's going to get another shot. My goodness. The third goal of the night. Third goal of the half.
Yeah, well played.
Charlie Murphy.
She just had a nice pass that led her. She was able to outrun the Muskie defenders and get the easy shot on goal.
Man, she just split the defenders. They had no idea she was there. Look at the speed. She turns it on, gets past Perrin, and gets a great shot into the corner for the hat trick.
Yeah, and
do they have hat tricks in soccer?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know, but that's her third goal of the half. It should be worth more than a hat trick.
No one threw their hat on the field, though.
My
I know that.
goodness, it's too cold. Nobody wants to lose their hats.
Yeah, she is just super fast, and just combination of that and maybe the Muskies being a little winded this late in the game too.
Right.
She's able to outrun the two defenders and then get the shot. And at that point, you know, she's got the angle on Lemon because Lemon doesn't have.
Sure.
She's sitting back thinking the defenders are going to help her, and they don't make a play. Then she's got to come up and make a play.
So McMillan gets the ball over to Murphy. Certainly she can't take a shot from the 40-yard line. Instead, she gets it over to McMillan, up for an opportunity for Castor for a shot. And there's Fair in there as well.
I think McMillan's probably going, hey, now you
Right.
got to 42. No, I need a couple goals to get up to 42.
Yeah, we
so
were
can be
tied coming in there, youngster. Give me a shot. Murphy controls it smartly, gets it out of there, and lets the defense play around with it a little bit. Poventude controls it. Gets it over to the middle to McMillan. Back to Rohr, who gets a big kick down the field. Tries a header. Looks like we have A handball maybe by West Holmes. So
I think
that
that's
was
what it call was, handball, and then John Glenn gets the free kick.
There's some subs coming into the game.
See a lot of Muskies with their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
Sign that they're tired. And
Yep, a little bit.
I think Spawn's got her hands. She's not coming out, though, but see her walking with her hands on her hips, too.
Tegan Walrath in the game for the Muskies. Knights control it with Poventude over. Tries to get it over.
You know, we're under 20 minutes, and I think John Glenn needs to be a little more aggressive if they're going to try to get any more goals in this game. And
Yeah, at this
move
point.
that back line. I mean, you know, you're already behind. You got to get some offense going somehow.
Yes, for sure. Casey Ogie with the ball up the sideline. Troyer gets it back to the middle. Cochran tries to defend it. Yogi. There's Spawn with the quickness. Gets it past Poventude. Tries to steal it again, and she does. She gets an opportunity here. Gets it to the middle to Zeminski. But good defense there by the Knights to be able to stop that threat.
Just didn't play it quite far enough in front of Zeminski, although there were, 4 defenders there.
Yeah, Woods was there.
for
She was
West
all
Holmes.
over Zeminski anyway and wouldn't let her get an opportunity. Matheny and Arnold with the fight. Arnold will win that battle, gets it way up the field. Lemon out of the goal to pick it up easily. Yep, don't waste time, get it up there. 16:44 left in the contest, down by 3 goals. Got to be able to put the pressure on them at this point. Zeminski chasing the ball around on the defensive end, trying to get a chance, and she does. But Murphy, good footwork, takes it back again. Fields tries to get the ball back on the offensive end, and she does. Tracked down by Kaiser. Fight for the ball from Poventude. She wins that battle, gets it down the field, but Poventude says, I'm not giving up on this ball smartly. Kicks the ball out to get some defensive help back. Muskie throw in, Spawn with the ball. Tries to get it over to Kaiser.
Now you can see the Muskies are all up on offense now. They know they got to get some goals if they're
Yep,
going to
absolutely.
advance. So very few back on defense.
Walrath just into the game. No, that's not Walrath. She has the other black pants on. That's number 19. Who the heck's 19? Anna Bennett, the senior midfielder. I saw the black pants and I got a little confused. West Holmes will get that throw in. That'll be the freshman, Murphy. She gets it into Arnold. Over to Poventude. I just like saying Poventude. I mean,
well, you know, she's a nice player. She handles the
Oh,
ball.
yeah.
She controls it, and they rely on her a lot to handle that kind of midfield back defensive row.
yeah, it
position.
certainly controlled her side of the field tonight on
Yeah,
defense. No
absolutely.
doubt about it. Perrin gets the ball over to Matheny. To Zeminski as well, guarded there by Murphy. The 2 quickest players on the field battle it out, and Murphy wins this one. Arnold ball in the middle. Kaiser tracks it down, tries to get it up the sideline away from scoring opportunities. Poventude stops it. Good job by her to get it back up to Arnold. Arnold to the middle of the field, nobody there to help. But there's McMillan. She's no slouch.
Nope.
She has not had a shot on goal yet tonight. Good ball movement by Arnold to try to get a shot. She does take a shot, but easily picked up by Lemon. Lemon, ball out to midfield. Big bounce. Poventude can't control it. Natalie Rohr, the captain, on the defensive end. The senior gets it out of there. It finds its way over to Murphy.
Murphy making her teammate run for it. And she almost got there.
Well, Murphy's done her share of running tonight.
Yeah.
Figure she's got to share the wealth a little bit.
Led that ball out there. I don't know who that is in the red shoes or the pink shoes, but she was having to hustle down the sideline.
I believe that is Yoder. She's been in that position all night.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a throw in for John Glenn on the sideline. John Glenn's side of the field. Murphy, Zemensky butting heads again. Murphy just bounced off of Zemensky, but she controls the ball. McMillan in the middle kicks it back to Poventude. Taking their time. No need to put more pressure on them. There's Arnold in the middle. Good job by Perrin to get the ball out of there.
Really impressive. West Holmes able to move the ball and control the ball
with all that traffic.
Well, a lot of traffic, but they just make good, clean passes to the open player. At this point, they got the lead, so they can definitely go pass backwards if they want to.
Sure.
And they're just doing a nice job of controlling the ball. I thought they did a good job early in the game, using that passing ability to get some offensive opportunities, and now they're doing it to just run time off the clock.
Zemensky with some pressure gets it up to Spawn. Spawn is no slouch. She's got some speed too. Tries to control it with the defender on her. Can't. Gets it to the middle of the field to McMillan. Now Fields gets an opportunity to push the pressure up to Kaiser. She's going to get an opportunity to shoot. But the defense comes up big again for West Holmes.
Yep, just hesitated a little too much and didn't get her shot off. And
couldn't get her footwork down and get her body in position to get the kick that she wanted.
Looks like we're going to get a corner kick, though, now.
But it is a corner kick, and that looks like it's going to be Kira Kaiser with the big leg to try to get it to the middle and get an opportunity. And there's Zemensky with the header.
She gets it in.
Misses the header off of the body. Smartly finds the ball as quick as she can and knocks her in.
I think she got that with her foot. That was a really nice play.
Sure was.
A good job of putting that corner right in front of the net, too.
Yeah, good job by Kaiser. You can see here from the replay, gets it right to where she wants it. Zemensky tried it with the header, but looks like it bounced off of McMillan, maybe.
Yeah, it looked like the header went down and then came right back to her foot, and she used the left foot again to put it into the goal.
Yep, good field awareness there by Zemensky to find the ball as quick as she could and still have her body in position to be able to get a shot off. That changes things a little bit. 4-2 here at the 11-minute mark. Muskies feeling a little bit inspired here. So Kaiser's going to get the ball up to Spawn. Again, gets the ball up to Zemensky. She fights for it, but look how quick Charlie Murphy gets there. Zemensky tries to give her a little bit of a shoulder shrug, but no call.
A little bit of a flop there, maybe. Yeah.
Tries to get her, but Murphy's just so quick and just got around the contact. Here's the chance for
Troyer down there.
Troyer defended there by Walrath. Smartly up to Sterrett to take away that pressure. Here's Bennett. Up to Spawn. Here's another opportunity. Spawn works around the defense, waits for some help. Zemensky, she finds the help in the middle, but Zemensky is just smothered by McMillan.
Literally.
Great defense by McMillan to be able to take that threat away. And now, all of a sudden, that quickly, they're up on the offensive end with an opportunity. Walrath smartly kicks the ball away.
Yeah, it was a very
Troyer can get a shot.
Nice counter by West Holmes. Move that ball quickly up the field after, again, John Glenn not used to playing a game where they're attacking as much as they are now, and then that West Holmes able to take advantage of that counter there.
It was really all McMillan. I mean, she took the ball from Zemensky, dribbled all the way up the field, and kicked it up to Troyer for an opportunity at shot.
Corner kick here, taking their time setting up.
Looks like it's Yoder in the corner. See what kind of play they've got set up here at the goal. Short kick, doesn't quite get to where she needs it. A header from Fields. Puts it back over to the corner, though. Yoder's got to get a little bit more air under that ball.
And you can see that defensively now you mark the players like you're playing man-to-man defense, and you got to stay with your players. I thought they did a good job that time. Fields kind of playing in front of that to knock away the ball like that. Like she does twice in a row. Good job.
Yep, another short kick. Bennett working the ball. Good job. Get it up to Perrin. Perrin tries to save it.
Throw in John Glenn.
It'll still be John Glenn ball. Muskies with a couple subs. Out goes Sterrett and Sowers. Nope, there comes Sowers down there. She's got the ball.
I think she just checked back in, I think.
I got you. I was half right. Lemon, big kick. High into the night. McMillan shows off her speed. Runs after the ball, tries to get it, but she's not going to run out of room here. She's not going to be able to catch it before it goes out. And that'll be a John Glenn controlled kick. 7:45 and ticking for John Glenn. Regional semifinals down 4-2. Going to have to put something together here quickly. Lemon forward to Sterrett and Zemensky. Defended over there by Yoder. Yoder takes it away from Sterrett. (4-2) lead. Can't take the foot off the gas pedal. I think West Holmes is still trying to put the pressure. The defense is clear out to midfield. Zemensky has a little bit of room to play with. She gets it over to Sowers. Tries to get it back to Zemensky, but Charlie Murphy is there with the speed and the footwork as usual. Broken record tonight when we're talking about Charlie Murphy, the freshman. Fields. Big kick, header by McMillan to push it forward. And a save there by Cochran. Poventude over to McMillan and back to Poventude. A little two-man game here. Zemensky and Murphy again. Little contact there. No call, but controlled by West Holmes. Avery Arnold's got an opportunity to take a shot here, but Fields steps in smartly and gets the ball away. Nice movement there around McMillan. Fields still with the ball all the way down the field. Great pass up ahead to Kaiser with back to the middle, and there's Zemensky with a chance, and there's a collision at the 15-yard line. No whistle, no call. Play on, they say. That was certainly an opportunity for the Muskies. Can't let up here. Keep that pressure on and get that ball back to Zemensky. She's on that side of the field all by herself.
Yeah, offsides. They did a great job that time moving the ball off the field on that counter and setting her up really if there wasn't a defender there.
Looks like Zemensky's
looks like she hurt her wrist
a little
or something.
shaken up on that fall. I hope it's not the wrist that she hurt last year in basketball. Poventude and McMillan back and forth, but Kaiser fights for that ball. Have to at this point at the 5-minute mark, down 2. Got to make something happen here. Zemensky and Murphy continue to go at it one-on-one. Good job by Perrin to be able to stop the ball at midfield and get it up to Zemensky. But she cannot track it down into the corner, but Sowers gives it a chance. It will be John Glenn throw-in.
The referee stopping the game here.
Timeout here.
I think he's going to take Zemensky out potentially.
Nope. He just wants to make sure she's okay. She says, yeah, dude.
I'm playing.
It's regional semis. Let's go.
That's right. It's not my ankle. It's
I'm
my
not
wrist.
I'm not hitting the ball with my hand. We're good.
It's like a free kick or a direct kick.
Zemensky a little bit long on the kick. No help there.
It'd be a goal kick now. That was actually played pretty well. And she played it quickly, hoping to catch them off guard, but didn't allow our own teammates to get down there and really make a play on it.
Big kick out of the goal. Up to Troyer on the offensive end at the 30. Nice ball movement, gets it up. But Perrin says, no more goals for you today. Cochran, I'm sorry, that's Matheny. Gets the ball up. Murphy controls it. Stolen by Zemensky. Can't control it, though. Back to Murphy at the 40. Puts the pressure on, gets the ball down on the offensive end, tracked down by Vasco. And that'll be a West Holmes throw in. Yoder with the throw.
Under 3 minutes now, and yeah. John Glenn's going to make a run. They really got to
very quickly make something happen.
And again, West Holmes did a nice job just controlling the ball at this point.
Man, McMillan with nice ball movement again. Good footwork. Poventude up to McMillan. Again, watch this footwork. She's smooth. Nice pass up to Arnold. Arnold and Perrin get tied up.
McMillan just said, I'm going to kick that towards the goal. I don't know what the call was there.
Yeah, I think it was the little collision between Perrin and Poland there. 2 minutes left in the game. Walrath tries to track this ball down, and she will. Gets it back to the middle. Poventude and McMillan will control it. Now back to Rohr. Poventude taking their time.
Just playing keep away.
Yes, sir. No reason to do anything else with inside of 2 minutes to go. Murphy over to Arnold, looking to find an opening in the middle of the field. She does. Passes it up. Lemon will track it down and try to get it out here as quick as they can.
It appears that West Holmes, for the most part, is content just to run the clock out. When Murphy gets it, she's like attack on the goal, man.
It's hard to turn that off, man.
I guess.
She got one speed, dude. 1 minute. Perrin, be careful here, and she is. She gets it back to Lemon, who kicks it out. It's not going to get too deep, though, and Perrin's going to have to continue to chase it down. Arnold can't control it. It goes out of bounds to Perrin. Only 40 seconds to go. Going to have to get the ball down on the other side of the field real quick. And they do have some spacing here. Cochran up ahead to Kaiser. Can't track it down, though. Just out of the reach of Kaiser. And with 20 seconds to go, that's probably going to be it. Though West Holmes does forward the ball instead of getting it back to the defenders.
There's like 8 open players behind the 40.
Well, either way, you keep kicking it out of bounds, and that clock just keeps on ticking. So 5 seconds. And that'll be it, folks. That'll be West Holmes 4, John Glenn 2 in your regional semifinal action here from Coshocton. We will take a few minutes here and add up all of our stats, hit our sponsors. Back with you just in a moment here on YRPtv.
Next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted.
I'm not buying till I check on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121, and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Are you paying too much for homeowners insurance? Has your insurance company raised your deductible? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. Many people can't accurately answer these questions. With many premiums escrowed into mortgages, homeowners don't pay attention to changes to their policies anymore. It's time you visit Valentine Insurance for a true, no-obligation review of your insurance policy. Call 994-1776 or stop by our office at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You're watching high school soccer on AVC Sports and YRPtv. For a list of all current and upcoming games, visit yourradioplace.com.
Welcome back to Coshocton, Ohio, site of tonight's D2 regional semifinal game. Muskies come up just a little bit short tonight, 4-2 to a very good West Holmes team that is going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure as they move forward, especially the sensational freshman Charlie Murphy with 3 goals tonight in the second half alone. They're going to be a handful as they move forward. Muskies, though, with there's only going to be one team that goes home happy this year, right? At some point, it's going to happen.
Yep.
It's just unfortunate it had to be tonight. But man, you talk about a good run. Muskies really put it together that second half of the season. Played a tough schedule too, and still to come out of it, as a regional semifinalist really says a lot for this program.
Well, and really, the last time they made it to the regional semifinals, it was in 2018. So they've been, 5 years trying to get back. They've lost a district championship, I think, 3 years in a row. Were able to get that with the 1-0 thrilling victory over Dover in double overtime that you got to call last week, and then come in today and looked really good. Pretty much the whole first half to the last 29 seconds. But, they get the first goal. Zeminski gets the breakaway, makes it 1-0 at the 18:38 mark. And, John Glenn's holding on. And just they get a rebound shot. Avery Troyer puts it in with 29 seconds left to tie it up at 1-1. Which is where it ended at the first half. John Glenn's still in the game, but as you said, Murphy, her speed just took over in the second half with 3 goals in a row, one at the 34:54 mark, one at the 28:50 mark, and then at 20:08 mark, making it 4-1. John Glenn able to, didn't give up, able to get another goal. Zeminski was able to break free and make it 2-4. Had a chance. It was on a corner kick. She missed the header, got knocked down, but she ended up with it on her left foot, kicked it right in for the goal, and really did a nice job of capping the season off. She had a great season this year. 31 goals.
Yep.
32 goals. She was 30 coming in, so 2 more goals. 32 goals on the season. Just a really great season for her. And John Glenn, nothing to hang their heads about, but just again, like you said, West Holmes very, very talented, very offensive-minded, and you can see why when you have players like freshman Charlie Murphy, who just at times just took over the game and hustling back, playing some defense, but then in midfield, but able to make those attacks with her speed and get those goals.
Yeah, and good complementary players around her too. I mean, obviously McMillan, I don't think she even had a shot tonight, but still with 39 goals on the season. But that defense by West Holmes was really good as well. So, they're going to be tough to beat, that's for sure. But congratulations to the John Glenn Little Muskies on a great season, and individually on some accolades too there for a couple of the players. So that is going to be our broadcast for tonight. We are thankful to our sponsors for bringing us tonight's action. We continue to support those sponsors in the community, and we thank you guys for joining us tonight, and thank you for Brett for bringing us all the action here in the control booth high above Stewart Field. Thank you guys for joining us again. Pick us up this week for volleyball action Thursday night. We will be live streaming 2 different games Thursday, Meadowbrook and Shenandoah as well.
And football on Friday, right?
And we still have some football games in the mix too on Friday night. Caldwell and Barnesville are still in the tournament too. So we will have those games for you Friday. We will have volleyball for you Saturday. What else do you want to do but watch YRPtv? For John Charlton, Brett Klein, I'm John Valentine. Thank you everybody for joining us. Have a good evening.
This has been a presentation of AVC Sports.